What is up, everyone? Escape 211 here. Just wanted to do a video on a mech I don't often use and certainly wanted to talk about, and that is Panther. I will say, out of the mechs in the game right now, Panther is the one that's probably one of the worst or the lowest tier, and we'll talk a little bit about why. So Panther is a assault class mech, really the definition of a glass cannon. This guy is built with speed and energy in mind. He's got the highest energy you can get in the game, and he's got a pretty good speed, that of like a light mech. But he's considered a medium build or medium size, and his armor and his health is really low. So I mean, he's fairly quick, does a lot of damage, but dies really easily. And he does not have any abilities, in the sense that, I mean, yeah, exactly. It just explains that he's a glass cannon, has low health. So he doesn't really have any abilities right now that he can use that really put him over the edge. So, I mean, a little history on this guy is that earlier on in the game's life cycle, if you weren't around at that point, you'll see that the Paragon mech was very similar to Panther in that he had, 8 energy and a medium-sized body. So Panther has more health, less speed, same energy. Paragon rather has more health than Panther, but less speed. And between the two, you could see scenarios where he would use one or the other. But Paragon, since he's one of the starting mech, and I think they wanted to give people starting out in the game a little bit more advantage, has that boost ability now, which he didn't have before. And when he didn't have it and you want a little more speed, you would use Panther. But now there's really few scenarios where you're going to use Panther over Paragon based on how much similarity they have. Really, the only benefit of Panther over Paragon was his speed. His base speed is still faster than Paragon, but with the boost on Paragon, it just gives him more strategic value, and overall, as a mech, he's far more usable than this guy. This is one of those mechs that really needs some love. I think he either needs an ability or something that just gives him a benefit. Whether they want to go all in with firepower and make his shots stronger for a certain ability power up, or they want to give him more mobility with like his own kind of boost, or jump jets similar to what Lancer has. Something really, this guy needs some love, and that's the basis of it. I'll play a little bit with this guy just to show you how I usually use him, but he's difficult to use. With this guy, he has a high energy cap, but since he has low health, I try to use either hit and run tactics or more like long range tactics. So medium to long range works well with this guy. I tend to go more with the flexible stuff in the sense of the AR weapons, just because it allows him to be mid to long range, as well as do some pretty decent damage. Lasers work well with this guy. The Luna and the Nightfall work well with this guy. Zeus, if you have it, can work quite well with this guy. But I mean, long range stuff works well. Mid range, stuff that gets its payload out fast, like pack lands, work pretty well with him. But I just don't think the usual weapon loadouts that are so successful with other mechs like pack lands or whatever are as important on this guy, or as effective on this guy, I should say. You can use the Stingers or the Wasps pretty well with him. I just don't have that on him right now since I already have it on Killshot. So if I were using this kind of bay and loadout, this is probably something I would use for Panther, for the game. But like I said, I don't use him a whole lot, so we'll try using him here. I'm going to start out with Killshot like I normally do, and then I will switch over to Panther. We'll see how well we do with this. Generally with this guy, You want to keep a distance and use cover as much as you can, or if you're doing hit and run, yeah, of course you're using cover. So that's what you're going to benefit the most from, because his health is so low. He's pretty easy to take out by most mechs. And that's just how it goes. I hope the developers change him. I really do. I think he has a lot of potential. But yeah, there has to be a lot of good upside to a glass cannon to make people want to use him. Right now, there just isn't. There's just not enough on this guy that makes him viable, in my opinion. That's just me. So I'll never reach him. I'm not doing too good with this guy right now, but that's alright. Ultimately wanting to switch soon anyway. Locked. Hardly even... Well, I don't think it even hit him. Not hardly even hit him. Didn't hit him at all. Okay. Better shoot. Somewhere else. This map is really hard to use the Wasp and Stingers on if you guys have it. There's just so much overhead cover situations that it just means that this guy, or this loadout I should say, sees a lot less use unless someone's coming straight down the lane. Actually, long range weapons work pretty well, so when I switch over to Panther, I'm hoping that that's pretty good benefit, but I'm not expecting a whole lot out of that guy, to be honest with you. So. Good shot at the melee dash before he died. Alright, let's try using Panther for a bit. I'm going to start way back here, just because there's already guys right in my face. I don't think do that. Not too well. But we survived, at least. I mean, I'm probably best off staying at a distance and shooting my enemies from way back here, which is kind of sad. It limits my playstyle and what I can do against enemies. I think that's another Panther that's up there, and you know, this weapon handles that Panther pretty well, which is nice for me. So as you can see, I mean, he's laying down pretty good damage, not bad, but he's also taking a lot of damage. My guy is pretty tore up right now, so.
Mech eliminated.
He did okay, but you know, if I had Paragon in that situation, probably would have done a lot better. So that's just how it goes sometimes, right? Yeah, I don't want to walk down this way. There's mines right there, so I gotta wait for those to either clear or something else. You have 2 minutes remaining. Because right now it's dangerous against that. Mines are clear. We're doing good right now, I will say. I mean, I haven't done a whole lot in this game to really do a whole lot for my team, at least not enough to, I don't know, make a whole lot of a dent. But, you know, kind of slowed up a little bit with Panther, and it took me a while to actually get in the center. But that's just how it goes. Yeah, it looks like we're going to take this one pretty handily.
Holding position.
I will say my team really did the job on that one. I hardly did anything else.
Activated.
Let's just finish this last guy up. Yeah, they already got him. Good.
There is 1 minute left. You have won the match.
Surprised I even got one MVP spot. I did not do all that well in that situation, but that's just kind of how it went. That map really did not do me any justice for my kill shot weapon loadout, and it was not bad for Panther, but as I said, Panther's just not that great of a mech. I have a feeling that if I had used Paragon with a little bit of speed boost, I would have gone to the center of the map a little sooner and probably been a better benefit to my team. Maybe someday, not sure when, but I'll do a tier list of the different robots and you'll get an idea of where I rank each of these guys and how I use them, and probably my weapon loadouts from them. Probably already got a kind of an idea of that from previous videos, but you know, that's Panther in a nutshell. And as I've said, he's not really one I would recommend using too much. If you just need to fill out your mech bait, it's early in the game, of course, yeah, you can use him. It's better to have a mech slot than to not have one, but once you get another one opened up after that, let me see, I'm not sure who comes up when. Yeah, if Panther comes up first, yeah, next you're getting Killshot, so you'd be using Killshot absolutely over Panther. There's no bones about that. So I highly recommend using somebody else other than him in most cases. If you have a good loadout or something that you like to use for Panther, though, let me know and I will try it out and maybe update this video. But until then, see you all on the battlefield.